What's up, everybody? Matt Nuzzo. We're here at Reel. Today we're going to talk to you about what is the best Armstrong foil for surf foiling. Look at all these foils. How could I even make a choice? I mean, it's just insane. There's just so many of these things. It's hard to make a choice and figure out what's going to be right for you. So surf foiling is a really challenging sport, and it's probably one of the more challenging parts of the foiling disciplines. And Armstrong gear is going to make it easy for you to start out. So really it's going to depend on your surfing skill, your size, what size waves you're riding, where you're going. All of these type of things are going to add to what is going to be right for you and what you're going to be doing. So with surf foiling, depending on your size, is going to dictate kind of the size of the wing you're going to get. We've got the CF series over here, which is going to be the carbon free ride, which is going to be easy, low speed lift and kind of really dopey easy. In the carbon free ride, the three wings that are really popular for surf foiling, 2400. This is going to be great for bigger riders. It is a big wing. This thing is a monster, right? So you need to be a bigger rider to ride this thing, but it's really good. And the CF series is coming with a 300 tail, so it gives you great low speed lift. So CF 2400, this is definitely a great option. This is the wing I actually learned to pump on, and it's because I messed up like 4 times in a row, and then I get one that would connect and go. I mess up 5 times in a row, get one and connect and go. But it kept me on foil the whole time. So I'm very thankful to 2400, but at 165 pounds, it was kind of too big for what I was using. The CF 1550 is very easy. And this kit comes with a 60 mast, a little shorter mast is the 85, and a 70 fuse, so you get a lot of stability. So if you want just like easy all around, doesn't matter your size, and just like straightforward, CF 1550 or 1550 V1 as is referred to, because the configuration of the kit works really well. 1200, this thing is really super fun. If you're a smaller rider, want to have that low speed lift, have a lot of forgiving turning, these are going to be really awesome foil for you, but you want to be a little bit smaller. I did actually, this was my first Armstrong foil, and I fell in love with it. Still ride it today. It's definitely super fun. The CF series isn't going to pump as well as the HS series or the AJ series, but you will learn, you will get going, and you will get down the line and get riding. In the HS series, it's a high speed series. I've been really loving the 1550 V2. I'm 165 pounds, like I said, and that's like, I thought this might be a little bit too big, but this thing I use in a ton of different conditions, from tiny, really turbulent and choppy, to kind of chest or shoulder high. I've used this, and it's, it definitely turns. It's got great pumping. With the bigger wings, if they're deeper in the water and you don't get them up towards the surface, they're going to create more drag. So to get the pump out of this, you got to get it up towards the surface. Once you do, it's got that kind of tap the front HA type of pump to it. And all the HS series are coming with the 232, so it's thinner profile, smaller tail, so it is going to be pretty fast and turny with that setup. Also, the HS series is coming with the 72 mast and the 60 fuselage. That's kind of stock and standard for what most people are riding. The other wings that we're liking in the HS series, 1250, this is kind of a go-to. Most people are riding this, loving this. It has kind of a blend, good pump, good turning. It's kind of a good variety of everything for a bunch of riders. If you're a decent rider, you don't have to be that great to ride this thing, but most people that get on this thing, they love it because it has good pump, good glide, good turning, kind of a good blend of all worlds. The 1050, this is the underground, if you rip and you want a surf foil that rips and kind of surfing in the pocket, top to bottom, hitting white water, 1050, that thing is just smoking. It's a lower aspect wing, but it is thin profile, and so you can really get hard turns off the bottom, come right into the white water and snap it like you're surfing, and that's like 1050 has been doing that. Other wings that we're considering are the high aspect wings. So we've got the 925, the 1125 here, 925 up here. 925 has kind of been like a quiver killer for me because I'm getting the pump and the glide like I'm getting from the 1125, but turning kind of similar to the, between the 1050 and the 1250. So that thing has been really awesome. It's taken me a while to get there. So these high aspect wings, you can ventilate the wingtips really easy, and I'm an intermediate foil surfer, and I've been really loving this. It's taken me a while to get there. I took quite a bit of time with this. I was pretty afraid of the wide wingspan. It's as wide as the 2400. You know, the sharper tips, and you definitely want to be paying attention to it. But the 1125 and 925 have been really awesome for just pumping and gliding. The 1125 with this wide span is going to be a little bit longer, more drawn out turns. But for pumping and gliding or downwinding or something like that, like these things have been, the high action has been really, really super impressive with what Armstrong's been doing there. Most people surfoiling are riding the 60 fuse and the 72 mast. Not too many people are going the longer mast. Some people are going a little bit shorter. For the shorter mast is going to get you tighter turns in the pocket. So some people are going for like high performance surfing, or just making it a little easier to get foiling. That 60 mast, some people are going for. The 50 fuse is really popular in surfing, and that is just going to, you know, compact your rig and make it really turning. You are going to lose some pumping for it, pumping with it. So 50 fuse is, you know, not something I use a lot because I just want to be able to pump out and take laps. The 70 fuse was interesting because I thought I wouldn't really use it, and I started using it to learn to pump, and that gives you that long glide. So the longer fuse, the longer the tail wings back, you get a lot of pitch stability, and so that thing just gives you tons and tons of glide, but it is going to be a lot stiffer. You can loosen things up in any really rigs with a flying V. This little piece of machinery here is just totally wild. Again, not going to pump quite as well, but if you're on your game, you know how to pump, it just rips super turny, loose, smooth, fast, and it's just totally freaking amazing. So that's a rundown on the Armstrong foils for surfing and for surfoiling. If you have more questions, reach out online at realwatersports.com or give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000. See you guys on the water.